love. Let me look at you.
How is she?
Well, no sign of any other bleeding. That's something.
I feel all right. But the baby...
Your baby will be fine.
Just relax. Okay, Sam. All right, love. Here we go.
Stuart!
Yeah, I'm here.
Dad, what in blazes are you doing?
I was speeding to get to the hospital.
Hospital? Is she already in labour?
Yeah, and she's worried we wouldn't get there in time, so I was speeding.
How close together are the contractions?
Close. Every few minutes.
We better get her to Shortland Street.
We can't.
Please, Dad.
Head injury, Tom. And
But
between
you
these
know-
20 minutes in this traffic.
Please, just take us somewhere close.
You know what?
Come on, be reasonable.
All right, Shortland Street.
You're needed in triage.
Right.
Stuart!
Good God, she's practically full term.
Actually, she's in labour.
Contractions have been pretty close.
How close?
Every 2 minutes. We were worried about the head injury.
You know the rules. We're not equipped for maternity.
know,
I'm okay,
but
Mum.
Look, this wound is only superficial.
Well, I wasn't sure. She's very distressed.
Any headache? No, not my head, but the baby, it feels like it's on its way.
Would you like me to take a look?
No, there's no need. This patient shouldn't even be here.
Well, you've got to do something.
Look, take her through to the examination rooms, nurse.
Stuart, what are you doing here?
Later.
I'd like to know.
I'll tell you about it later.
I'm sorry, you can't go in there.
But I have to.
Are you a relative?
No.
Well, I'm afraid.
I'm the father.
Oh. Is it because of the accident?
You're okay, just stay calm. The problem's got nothing to do with the accident.
What problem?
We've got a breach presentation.
Then she'd be better off at a hospital that's equipped to deal with it. There's time enough to move her, isn't there?
That's debatable.
Look, you don't seem to understand.
I can deal with this.
Look, it's up to the doctor on duty to decide what's to be done. For God's sake, find Dr. Warner.
You okay, Lisa? The baby's turn, that's the only problem.
Is Stuart still in there?
Yes. How old is he?
16.
Well,
Well, we're still paging Dr. Warner.
you can't afford to wait any longer.
Right, then we'll transfer her.
No, it's too late for that. I can deal with this.
Look, you just can't walk in here and perform a cesarean. So far as I'm concerned, you don't even work here yet.
It doesn't have to be a cesarean.
Anything is too dangerous.
Not if you know what you're doing.
You're not in Guatemala now, Dr. Ropata. If something goes wrong, we could all be in trouble. This clinic could lose its license.
What's more important, a few rules or the well-being of the patient?
It's not as simple as that.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be okay.
Don't try to push, Lisa. Just relax. You're doing okay.
I'm scared.
Everything's under control. That's the way. You're all right. I'm just going to have a listen.
Any progress?
Not yet.
Look, I won't mention this again, but the ambulance is waiting should you need to transfer her. In the meantime, I'll assist.
Thank you, Miss Burton. You're doing fine, Lisa. Okay, I want to turn you around now, Lisa.
Right.
On your hands and knees, and then we're going to turn you around. You're doing
Nice
okay.
and
That's the way.
Over you go.
Over you go.
Just relax through your contractions. Come on. Up there before the next one. Stuart, you can rub her back.
Okay, Lisa. You're doing okay. That's
Okay,
the way.
here we go. Here we go.
Any news? They're still in there.
I can't believe Stuart's the father.
He's been acting very strangely of late. I put it down to hormones.
Well, you weren't far wrong.
Have you ever seen that girl before?
Don't think so. There's going to be trouble. I wasn't supposed to bring her here.
Oh, I don't see you had any choice.
Still, if something goes wrong, I'm the one that's going to get it in the neck. They'll say I brought her here because she was family. That's if she is family. It's very confusing.
Oh, never mind. Look, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
It's not working, is it?
You're doing fine, Lisa. Just fine. That's the way.
Nearly there. Nearly there.
Keep pushing down, Lisa. Keep
Come on,
pushing
push.
Great.
Push.
Wonderful.
It's almost over.
down. Okay, Lisa, as hard as you can now.
Come on.
As hard as you can now,
Hang
Lisa.
on. Let's go.
That's the way. You're doing well. You're doing well. Okay, Lisa, I want you to gentle pushing now. Gentle pushing now. I can see the baby. Gentle pushing now, Lisa. Just try and do it gently. That's the way.
You're doing well.
That's the way, Lisa. You're doing well. Gentle pushing.
Come on, that's
There it is.
good. That's
It's coming.
good. Here we go.
Okay, start to pant now, Lisa. The baby's coming out. Start to pant. Pant with her, Stuart. Pant with her. That's the way. You're doing well. Keep panting. Here it comes. Here it
Here
comes.
it is. Here it is. Well done. Well done.
Beautiful girl.
Doesn't it make it all worthwhile?
There you go.
Come on, sweetie.
There you go. Give the girl to the mother. Okay, just come back
Lisa,
now.
come back.
Just gently now. Take it easy.
There she is.
Oh, look at that.
You can arrange that transfer to maternity now, Les. Tell them the baby shows signs of mild respiratory distress.
Yes, Doctor.
But she'll be all right, won't she?
Yeah, she'll just need careful monitoring, that's all. The baby's been through a lot.
Come on, let her go.
Thanks for staying with me.
I told you I would.
Okay, Lisa, we can tidy up now. We want to turn around. Take it easy. You might feel a wee bit faint. That's the way. Just give her a hand, please, Stuart. Thank you. Okay, just lie back there.
That was an education. Oh, and, by the way, Grandma, it's a girl.
What did he mean by grandma?
Oh, Dr. Warner.
Hi, Marge. Did you miss me?
We all did.
Your mother and I feel, well, if you've got this girl into trouble, it's up to you to do the right thing by her. I mean, if you're old enough to be a
I'm
father...
not the father. I only said that so I could be with her for the birth.
Why, what's this girl to you?
Nothing, she's just a friend. Look, I've got to go.
Hey, wait up.
I can't. Lisa will be waiting.
He swears it's not his.
Why?
Oh, your guess is as good as mine.
Boy. We never had that sort of trouble with Darryl.
No, Stuart must take after me.
Hey, I'll do the dishes.
No, you sit down. I'll clean up.
Your mother asked me to have a word with you.
If it's about Lisa, just forget it. There's nothing to discuss.
Now, if you got yourself into trouble, then there is
I'm not in trouble. Look, she's just a friend I was helping out. That's all. I wouldn't throw away my school, my career and everything to be a father.
It's all very well, but it doesn't give the child a father now, does it? I mean, I've always believed in the importance of an education, but sometimes you've got to make hard decisions. It's all part of growing up, of being a man.
Like Darryl, you mean?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
Well, where do you think you're going?
I'm going to my room because I've got an assignment due tomorrow.
Stuart, why aren't you at school?
Something I have to say to you.
About Lisa?
Yeah, I've got to talk to you.
Yes?
I want to leave school and marry you.
Look, Stuart, you can't do that. I mean, even if you are the father...
I'm not the father.
Well, then why in heaven's name do you want to marry the girl?
Because she needs me. And Dad was right. I mean, the baby should have a father.
And you're going to leave school and throw away your whole career for a baby that's not yours.
I could get a job. I mean, I could study part-time.
Vasti, don't you want to go to university?
Yeah,
Travel? I thought you're itching to go overseas.
I will one day.
Oh, Stewie. I know you're trying to do what you think is
Well,
right,
I don't
but
get
you-
it then. I mean, first Dad gives me this huge lecture about doing the right thing, acting responsibly and all that junk. And then you're trying to tell and sit me here.
Yes. Well, I'll have to have a few words with your father. He's got no right to put those silly ideas into your head. Look, I know you think I'm old-fashioned, but I'm not so old-fashioned as to think you should throw away your whole life for one mistake.
Mum.
Look, we'll look after Lisa while you finish school. And we're not likely to turn our backs on our own grandchild.
Mum, for the last time, it's not my kid.
Then why?
Because it's what I want to do.
Please, Stuart. Give it some more thought. promise you won't do anything until we've all had a chance to talk it through.
I don't know, okay? I'll just think about it.
Stuart. Hello.
Hi.
Sorry to rush in unannounced, but could I have a word?
Sure. Are you at the hospital?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm Marjorie Neilson,
Oh,
Stuart's mother.
yes.
How are you coping?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, isn't she gorgeous? You decided on a name?
I was thinking of Rebecca.
Oh, what a coincidence. I have an aunt, Rebecca. Lovely old-fashioned name. Yes, there is a family resemblance.
I might call her Sharon. I'm not sure.
You gave us quite a shock the other day.
Yeah, me too. Just like me to cause a fuss. Honestly, if I'd known I was going to land Stuart in so much trouble, I meant to keep everything nice and quiet.
How long have you known Stuart? It's just that he hasn't mentioned you before.
Yeah, a while. He's been great, really great. I don't know if I could have handled it without him.
Yes, but he's always been very responsible. So that when he came in and said that he was the father,
He wanted to be with me. I didn't expect that. I never even asked him.
Oh, he obviously cares for you a great deal. And he's determined to do the right thing. But he's very young. He's also a very good student. Very promising, as teacher said. So I couldn't help but be upset when he said he was leaving school.
Leave school?
It would be a terrible shame.
Why would he leave school?
Well, it's the only way he can marry you and support.
Marry me?
Yes.
It's the first I've heard of it.
He wants the baby to have a father, proper father.
Yeah.
But if he's not the father...
So he's told you he's not the father?
Yes. But first of all, he said he was. I don't know what to think. Oh, I don't know why I'd want to throw his life away. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. But if he's not the father, well, then it wouldn't be fair.
Fair? No. And we have to be fair. Don't worry, Mrs. Neilson, Stuart's not the father. I wouldn't dream of ruining anyone's life.
Well, did you see her?
Yes, I saw her.
And?
I'm not sure.
Flamin' heck, it's a simple enough question. Is he the father or isn't he?
Well, she says he's not. But then I went on about how I was worried about Stuart leaving school and getting married at his age. Maybe she just doesn't want that responsibility.
Well, it's not such a silly idea.
I've told you before, I don't want you putting those stupid ideas in Stuart's head. He's too young.
Not much younger than when we tied the knot.
Exactly.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, don't be so touchy. Look, we both want Stuart to have chances that we never had. Like going to university and having a head start.
Darryl didn't need a higher education.
Stuart's different.
So the long and the short of it is, we still don't know whether he's the father or not.
I'm sure there's something funny going on. I don't know what to think.
They're a bit mangy, but they're all I can afford.
You didn't have to bring me anything?
Of course I did.
Stuart, I know you think there's some kind of obligation, but there's not.
I reckon there is.
When I made the decision to have the baby, I accepted that it would mean going it alone.
You don't have to. I've, been thinking.
You could leave school and marry me? I had a visitor earlier.
Oh, Mum. Should have known.
I appreciate the thought, but it would be a big mistake.
Why? It makes sense.
What kind of marriage would it be?
You don't know. Could work, you and me could.
We could. But you have to find out who you are first. And you're not going to do that by copping out.
Copping out?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, it's the best proposition I've had in 9 months. But this time I know enough to say no thanks. I was tempted, though.
Then don't dismiss it right away. You and me get on so well, the kid would have a father. I know where I can get a job, and if we both know what we're getting into, why not?
Your mother tells me you're thinking of making it legal.
I was.
I know it seems tough at your age, but despite what your mother says, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
She turned me down.
Hey, surely not.
Yep.
Well, maybe she'll come round.
No, she's right. It was a stupid idea.
Well, what about the kid?
Lisa will make a fine mother.
Oh, so you think you can wash your hands of it just like that?
Dad, I've told you.
Sure, you're not responsible. But your actions tell a different story. And after talking to the girl, your mother still has doubts too. I don't see anyone else stepping forward to claim responsibility. So if you're not the father, I'd certainly like to know who is.
Okay, Dad. Fine. Have it your way. I'm the father.
Vegetable seeds are on special, so I bought some. Cucumber, lettuce, squash.
Tea?
No, you can't grow tea in the back garden. If you're making some.
I've already made it. I heard you come in.
I had to put the packets in the shed.
I want to talk to you.
Whatever it is, I didn't do it.
It's about Lisa's ambulance bill. I thought we might fix it up.
Why? What's it got to do with us?
Well, I saw today, just dropped in. There's something not right there, Tom. Something fishy going on.
Well, Stuart and the girl both denied he's the father. Why not let sleeping dogs lie?
Oh, that's typical, that is.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Everyone's off the hook. That's what you mean. Stuart's off the hook, we're off the hook. Everyone but that poor little girl. She's not, and she's just a bit of a kid. And she doesn't need money problems on top of everything else.
That's all very well, Marge, but we're not a charitable organisation. We can't really afford it.
And you think she can?
I just don't think we should get involved. It might be seen as accepting responsibility.
Oh, that's nonsense, Tom, and you know it. We'd just be helping out someone in trouble, that's all. You're such a Scrooge sometimes.
I am not.
You are. You're as tight as a fish as you know what. And that's watertight.
I'm just careful, that's all.
Hi, Kirsty. Has Mum gone yet?
Oh, afraid so. Did you want to see her?
No, that's great. Terrific. I'd like to pay a bill, please. Lisa's ambulance bill.
Sure. Stanton, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and listen, could you make the receipt out to cash rather than my name?
If you like. Has she got private insurance?
I don't think so.
Has she?
Oh, and could you not say anything to my mum? You know, I reckon I've put them through enough already.
Sure. Not cheap, are they?
No, it's cool. Thanks.
I'm just going across the road to get a newspaper. The why I bother, I do not know. It's full of wars and disasters and the cost of living going up. But I seem to miss it if I don't get my daily dose of bad news.
Action stations.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Neilson.
I just saw Marge headed for the shop, so I popped in quick. Promise me you won't tell her I was here.
I don't really like making promises.
Just don't say anything, all right? This has nothing to do with anyone else. I want to pay Lisa's bill.
Oh,
No, just no arguments. Just take the money.
Mr. Neilson, it's already been paid.
Typical. Why did she even bother asking me if she was going to pay it anyway?
Sorry?
Marriage is supposed to be a partnership. Love, honour and obey. Waste of time me saying anything. How dare she?
That can't be right.
What can't?
I've called up Lisa's account to pay the ambulance bill, and this stupid machine keeps telling me it's already been paid.
It was paid in cash.
That blimmin' Tom.
Oh,
What a hide. He keeps giving me the lecture about how we can't afford it. Then he sneaks in here on the quiet and pays it himself. Don't do as I do as I say. You know me, Kirsten. I'm a tolerant, understanding sort of person. But what I can't stand is hypocrisy. I'll be having a few words to say to him. I don't like people going behind people's backs. It puts my nose right out of joint.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was good of your father to pay Lisa's ambulance bill. She's a nice girl and she deserves it. But to go sneaking behind my back. Tea?
No, thanks. Hi, Dad. Big day on the meat wagon?
Keep your jokes to yourself. One day you might be the meat.
I got a bone to pick with you.
And I got one to pick with you as well.
Well, it can wait. Now, Tom, it's all very well for you to pay Lisa's ambulance bill. You know my feelings about that. But we had a discussion.
Yes, we did.
And I thought we came to an arrangement.
So did I.
Then why did you change your mind without telling me? I mean, why pay that bill behind my back?
I didn't pay it, you paid it.
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
Well, then who did?
Stuart.
Hey, Gina,
Be right with you, Marge.
have you seen Stuart?
Uh-huh. You know, it's true what they say. All the attractive men are either married or gay. Or both.
Have you seen where he went?
Home to his wife, probably.
No, I'm talking about Stuart.
I don't know. Have you tried the gym? He's been spending a lot of time there lately.
Thank you very much.
What's wrong?
Stuart, can I have a word?
Wait till I finish this set.
No, now.
Yes, Mum.
You paid Lisa's hospital bill, didn't you? No, don't deny it. Because I didn't and your father didn't, so who else can it be? Honestly, Stuart. 1 minute you're the father, and then you're not. Then you're going to marry the girl, then you're not. And then you turn around and pay the girl's hospital bill. I mean, what am I supposed to think?
I had to. She's flat broke.
Ah, and you've got money to burn, I suppose. Where'd you get it?
What?
The money to pay the bill.
It wasn't all that much.
I'm aware of how much it was.
I sold my Walkman.
A new one?
I didn't use it all that much.
Am I supposed to believe that you do all that for a girl who's just a good friend?
You believe what you want. It's the truth.
You seeing her tonight?
Yeah, probably.
Well, haven't you got homework?
Yes. So the sooner you let me get back to the set, the sooner I can get going.
Gina, are you still open?
Sure, what would you like?
Oh, a nice cup of tea. Well, one of those jammy donuts.
Did you find Stuart?
Yes.
Is something wrong?
Oh, it's a family matter. I'd rather not discuss it, thanks, Gina.
He's such a nice boy. If he was a few years older, I might whisk him away myself. Isn't it sweet the way he's been looking after that friend of his? What's her name?
Lisa.
Yes. How's the baby?
Doing well.
That's good. She's lucky to have him.
I'll see.
Why did you tell her you sold your Walkman?
It's the first thing I thought of.
Do you think she suspects anything?
I don't know. I think we should come right out and tell her the truth.
No, Stuart. You promised. I told you I don't want anything more to do with him.
Well, at least you should ask him for some more money. I mean, 150 measly bucks, and I had to argue for that.
Look, just pretend it was a one-night stand or something, like I never even knew his name. It'll be much better in the long run. Hey, I decided to call her Rebecca.
That's nice. Hi there, Rebecca.
You don't think it's a little old-fashioned?
No. Look, let me talk to him. He has to give you something. Even if you don't want the money, do it for the baby.
No.
He can afford it, Lisa.
All I want is to be left to get on with my own life. Just me and Rebecca. That's all. No hassles. Please, just leave it alone.
I can't. He has to pay for what he's done, one way or another.
Oh, excuse me. Hey, Tom, where'd you get that?
What?
The radio.
It's got a terrific sound. Do you want to listen?
It's Stuart's, isn't it?
Uh-huh. I borrowed it. My trainee's on the blink. I want to hear the races. He won't mind.
Marjorie, did you say they're having trouble with Klaus?
Oh, yes, that's awful. But Stuart said he sold it.
What? Hey, they're going through the starting prices.
Never mind that. Stuart said he'd sold that to pay Lisa's hospital bill. Why did he want to lie to me?
Okay. Make it quick. What do you want?
I want you to do the right thing by Lisa.
Why should I? She means nothing to me.
You should have thought about that a year ago instead.
Hey, she knew the score. Either she was too careless to take precautions or she wanted to get pregnant. Look, either way, it's not my fault.
Oh, of course not. Mr. Innocent.
Oh, is that what you wanted to say? Well, you've said it. Goodbye.
Not until you pay up.
Look, you've already screwed me for the hospital bill.
That was nothing.
Look, if I keep paying, she's always going to come back, isn't she?
Maybe someone should find out. Like your wife, perhaps.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. Or you'll find out just how dirty I can play. What the hell? She could have had an abortion, you know? She could have gotten rid of it, but she didn't want to. She wanted to keep the baby. So it's not my responsibility now. It's hers. It's the last one.
Do you think you can buy us off that cheaply?
Take it or leave it.
I told you I don't want to have anything more to do with him.
What about Rebecca? Even if you don't want it, put it in a separate account for her. Go on.
Thanks, Stuart. Listen, I didn't mean to sound so ungrateful. I know what you must have gone through to get this. He really doesn't think much of me, does he?
The guy's a total waste of space. Still don't know what you were doing with him in the first place.
I don't know, he can be a real charmer when he decides to turn it on.
Are you going back to the flat?
Uh-huh. For the time being. Hey, cheer up, I'll be okay. And I've got Becky. I'm happy. You should be too.
Yeah,
Your parents still giving you a hard time?
sort of. Once my mum gets a bee in her bonnet, she doesn't let up.
Do you want me to talk to her?
I don't know.
We should be able to come up with a story to keep her off your back.
Or we could just tell her the truth.
Stuart, we've been through all that. Do you want me to come over?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Rebecca's father was sent to jail just after I found out I was pregnant.
You poor thing.
See, that's why I didn't want to talk about it. I'm sorry if it caused problems between you and Stuart.
Does the father know?
No, he's a real no-hoper. I found that out too late. But if he ever discovered that I had Becky, I know he'd come after me. See, that's why it's better if nobody knows.
I understand. Mum's the word.
Or in this case, mum's not the word.
If it hadn't been for Stuart, I don't know what I would have done.
I understand. But I was a bit hurt that you couldn't come to me or your dad for help. And then there was that matter of the Walkman. You did lie to me.
Not really. I borrowed the money off a friend and I was going to pay him back as soon as I sold it.
I'm glad it's all sorted out.
Me too. And you can bring this little darling round any time you like.
Well, you'll stay for dinner, won't you? Please do.
Thanks, Mrs. Neilson. I'd love to.
Good.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, where's your dad?
And you can meet Stuart's brother Darryl and his wife. They're coming for dinner too.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Mum.
Hey.
Hello, Dianne, love. How's my favourite grandson?
Mum, aren't you going to introduce us?
Oh, pardon my manners. This is Darryl, my eldest, and his wife Dianne. And this is Lisa, Stuart's friend.
Hello.
Hi.
You two will have a lot in common. Lisa's just had a baby girl.
Really? When?
Last week.
Robert's 3 months.
You can compare notes over dinner. You are staying, aren't you, dear?
No, I don't want to intrude.
Oh, nonsense.
Mum, maybe Lisa has got something else planned?
Oh, she's just come out of hospital. She needs some decent food after the muck they serve in there. No, you are staying, dear, and that's that. Tell her, Tom.
Oh, yes, stay. Marge always cooks far too much.
And I'm going to put this little sleepyhead in the bedroom with Becky.
Thanks, Mum. How are you feeling? Still sore?
A bit.
Well, come on, sit down. What are you all drinking?
Beer, Dad.
Just some orange juice or something, thanks.
Oh, it'd be great having you all here for dinner. Just like Christmas.
Yeah, Dad, great.
You should see their house, Lisa. Beautiful.
It isn't. It's a mess. You wait till Becky's running around. She'll have her fingers into everything.
We're all like that with little ones. No, I meant the house itself. It's all renovated. Oh, Darryl's done so well.
Yeah, really well.
Oh, come on, Stu. Your mother wasn't having a go at you.
I know.
No, of course not. It's just that we're so proud of Darryl with his job and all. But Stuart will be all right. Once he finds his niche in life, he'll do as well as his brother.
Hey, wow. That'd be great, wouldn't it, Darryl?
Shut up, Stuart.
Do you have a job, Lisa?
I did. A pharmacy assistant.
Wow, what a coincidence. Darryl's a pharmaceutical sales rep. You might easily have bumped into each other at some time.
I don't think so.
Mum, I don't go into every chemist shop in town, you know.
Well, it's just possible.
Will you have a job to go back to when the little one's grown a bit?
No, he couldn't keep it open for me.
Oh.
Oh, you poor thing. Must be very difficult on your own. I know I could never have coped, not without Tom.
Me neither. Darryl's great with the kids.
Talking of kids, I'd better check on them.
Oh, they'll let us know if they wake up.
All the same. Excuse me.
We're all like that with our first one, aren't we? Got to check that they're breathing.
Right, well, who's for dessert? Oh.
If you want someone to babysit, just give me a ring.
Thanks, I will.
And if you can get that material, I'll make up the jumpsuit.
That's very kind of you.
Oh, not at all. I'll be glad to have something to do on Saturday afternoons when Tom's watching the races.
Right, I hate to eat and run, but I think it's about time we got going, eh?
Why? It's still early.
Yes, the night is but up. I'll put some coffee on.
No. Look, I've got an early start in the morning, and it takes Melissa ages to get back to sleep when she's woken up, so let's go, eh?
She'll be all right.
We hardly see you these days.
Yes, what's another hour going to matter?
No, let him go, Dad. It's his usual disappearing act. He's getting good at it.
I'm warning you, Stuart.
What are you going to do, big brother? Beat me up?
Stop it, both of you. Stuart, I don't know what's got into you tonight, but your attitude leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you...
Yeah, OK, I've had enough of this. Let's go, eh?
Well, come on. Run away. That's your style, isn't it?
I don't know what you want from me, but just butt out of it, all right?
You know what I want!
Stuart, just shut up. Sorry.
Well, now see what you've done. What on earth's wrong with you?
What do you think? You've all been sitting here playing happy families, saying how wonderful Darryl is and what a wonderful family him and Dianne have got. Well, how do you think that makes Lisa feel?
Oh.
You've upset your mother. I think you've said enough, young man.
More than enough.
Lisa! Wait! Lisa.
Why did you have to say anything? Why couldn't you just keep quiet?
He can't be allowed to get away with it so easy. My mum and dad think he is the best thing since sliced bread.
So what's the point in hurting them by telling them the truth? I don't want to break up a marriage. Diane's lovely. I don't love Darryl anymore, and I don't want to take him away from her. I just want to forget the whole thing ever happened.
He has to face up to it.
Forget it, Stuart. Just leave it alone.
Stuart! Stuart!
I have got nothing to say to you, Darryl.
Well, I've got something to say to you, pal. What's the idea of taking Lisa home last night?
I had no idea you and Dianne were coming.
Well, you shouldn't have taken her there in the first place.
It was her idea. She wanted to tell them about the baby's father. You know, all that bull about you being in prison.
You shouldn't have anything to do with her.
I shouldn't have.
It's none of your business, and it still isn't.
Hey, I'll do a deal with you, mate. You start acting like the caring, responsible father that everyone thinks you are. And then I'll butt out.
No. You'll butt out anyway. You won't go near her, and you will never take her anywhere near Mum and Dad's again. Do you understand?
I am not going to dump her like you did. How are you going to stop me from seeing her, Darryl? You're going to get Mum and Dad to ground me? Because then you'd have to tell the truth, wouldn't you? Then we'd know what you're really like. Go on. Funny thing is, I used to think you were the best.
Hi, Stuart. How was your day?
Okay. Listen, Mum. I'm sorry about last night, okay?
It's all right, Stuart. I understand. I'm just sorry that you and your brother don't get on better. And you used to be so close.
Yeah, we were until...
Lisa called today. She left a letter. She explained why you were so upset last night. She's really a lovely girl. I'm really proud of the way you stood by her and helped her through a difficult time, Stuart. Shame she got involved with such an awful boyfriend.
She's gone.
Yes, well, she didn't have much to stay for. It's better that she should be nearer her family. They'll look after her, in spite of everything.
I don't know, Mum. I just wish Stuart and I could get on better, you know? I don't know what's got into him lately.
Oh, he's just going through a stage. You were like that at his age. Well, not quite the same, but you did have your off days.
No, he's just taken this business with Lisa to heart. Now she's shot through on him. He'll probably take a few days to get over it.
Shot through?
Yeah, she's got a cousin in the country or something, but I've got a feeling she won't be back.
How's Stuart taking it?
Hard. Very hard.
With one obvious exception, your whole family are such nice people and have been so good to me. I can never hurt them by telling them the truth. And I don't want you to either. Please, Stuart, do this for me. And don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll get on with my life and you'll be able to get on with yours. Thank you for everything you've done for Becky and me. Love, Lisa.